Hello, and hope you're keeping well. So today's vlog I'm going to tell you about us having emerald sign written. So as if you've watched the previous vlogs we've done, we have been painting her ourselves, and it has been challenging, but we feel like we're getting there now and getting ready for having her sign written. So I started looking around at various sign writers and seeing if there's any in the area, and I'd look on Facebook. It's always a place to go into if you want to find something. So yeah, I found a couple of sign writers on there. Well, I found quite a few, but there's a couple that I messaged, and yeah, the first one I got in touch with basically said he wasn't interested in doing it because we'd painted it well, because it was an outside job, and we'd obviously painted it ourselves if it was an outside job. So yeah, he didn't want to do that, so that was that one crossed off. The next one, he was too far away to travel. He was down in Bath, and so that was that one. But he did come back to me, and he was a lovely guy. He was actually. He said I actually do vinyl, and I could post it to you, and I could make it look sign written. So yeah, I thought that might be a good idea, because I work full time as a lorry driver, and I'd have to book a day off for sign writers to come, and it could be raining, so it would be a wasted day off if it was. And I wasn't sure how to go about it, and applying a vinyl transfer on would be easy. We could do it ourselves. My future son-in-law Jake, he said he would sign write it for us, but he does make custom motorbikes, and he sprays them. Obviously sign writing is a little bit different, and he is very busy. I didn't want to bother him, so he would be able to help us put vinyl on. I'm sure he would, but yeah, it's something we was really seriously considering. And he was going to do us some artwork, and you know, and I was going to go ahead with it. But then I rang up someone called Robert Naghi. He does sign writing. He's got a Facebook page, and I left him an answer phone message, because it says on his Facebook that to call him because his internet can be a bit iffy. So I phoned him up and left him an answer phone message, and yeah, I didn't hear from him for a week or two actually. I think he'd missed the message. So yeah, out of the blue, one Friday night, he came back and said, yeah, are you interested in having your Narrowboat sign written? I'm like, oh yeah, because I was getting worried that nobody would want to do it. I know I'd only spoken to a couple, but you know, you start thinking, you know, where do you find these people? Why do you find people that will sign write your boat for you? So yeah, I'm very interested. And he says, well, if you want it doing, he says, I can do it tomorrow. And this is Friday night, and I'm at work. I was on afternoons, I was at work till midnight. Normally Carl would be at the boat on a Friday night, but this night he'd gone out for a drink with his friends, which is a rarity. And they'd gone out and they couldn't actually get a taxi home. So he was out and struggling to get home. I was at work till midnight, so I ended up going and picking them up from their night out and taking them home. So we didn't get in till 1:30. I'd said yes to Robert to come and sign write it the next day, so he was coming at 9 o'clock in the morning. So we needed to get back down to Emerald in the morning by 8 o'clock. So didn't have much sleep that night. I didn't sleep very well because obviously we've got to get that, you know, wanted to be there on time and get it ready for him and move it into position so he could access the rear, because our pontoon isn't long enough on one side. If we turn it round, the back end sticks out, so he won't be able to sign write it just there. So yeah, it all worked out in the end, and this is how it went. So hope you enjoy this video, and here goes. Robert Signwriting Emerald, and I can highly recommend him. So we was up bright and early and moved Emerald round to where she was going to be signwritten. So here she is, all ready to be signwritten, moored up outside the boat sheds. And Robert arrived on time, and he got to work as soon as he arrived. So he's marked out where the name is going to go, and then he put the name on in, I think it was chalk. And yeah, did it all freehand. He asked us what we wanted and gave us a little bit of advice and some ideas, and then got to work. No plans or anything. Have it done by dinner?
It took us a week just to
measure it up.
I think I said it on the phone, didn't I?
Yeah, yeah. You don't mess it out.
My most common comment was, I didn't know it was going to be so quick. So it took me 40 years to get this quick.
So he's taped off bits here and there. It makes no sense to me. It does to him, of course.
I'll put the green on that emerald first.
So he painted the emerald shape that he was going to put on, which was his idea, and it's something that I had thought of. And yeah, is putting the E on. Eon? So yeah, that's the first letter almost on. And please, we went with a dark green. And yeah, he's I can't believe how quick he's doing it. So he got emerald on in no time at all. So now he's putting on the what are they called, scroll. He's putting the scroll, and as you can see, he's put an emerald in the middle of the scroll, which is going to make it look like emerald. And it's going to shine up, and it's going to make the emerald light up. So one side's going to be a drop shadow one side. Is it a drop shadow you call it? And the other side, it's going to be a drop shadow the other side. I would love to be able to do something like this. It's amazing. Unfortunately, my artistic skills aren't up to that standard. It should look like the one that I did in the previous vlog. And if you haven't watched our vlogs, I've done a few now. So yeah, have a look. And Robert, he sits with his legs over the edge, and he's dandling in the water. His feet are, but he's got wellies on, so his feet don't get wet. Genius, eh? He said he didn't mind us watching as well, and recording. him. It's great to see a master at his work. He's been doing it for 40 years if you didn't hear him at the beginning of when he started to do the job. So when he first started sign writing, he actually used to sign write vehicles before vinyl took over. And when it took over, he turned to narrowboats and sign writing narrowboats. So we didn't watch him all day. We had a little walk round and, you know, chat to everybody, and it was really nice not to actually be doing lots all day. We always seem to be working on Emerald, we have done recently. So it was nice just to chill out. I went to the cafe and had a bacon sandwich and took one back for Robert. And when we got back, this is what Emerald was looking like. We blinked and he asked us if we wanted the number putting on as well, because it hadn't got the number on it. It was just on a plate, and that's what you would put in the window. And yeah, all of a sudden that's on. Crazy. But yeah, it's mesmerising watching him work. So also today I had a bit of a surprise visit from my son. He brought my little granddaughter over for a visit. She's only 20 months old and she's not been to the boat a lot, and she really enjoyed it. So Robert's just putting the second coat now on the scroll, and he's given it all a second coat, and it looks amazing, doesn't it? I'm thrilled with it, absolutely thrilled. And if you can see that the shadows, the emerald casts sort of makes those shadows go one way and then the other way, and the R isn't got much of a shadow. Anyway, yeah, so he's doing the other side now, exactly the same. So while he was doing this side, we went for a little walk and went for an ice cream, and when we came back he'd almost finished. And this is putting the finishing touches, the second coat, and needed to just finish the emerald off in the middle. And fabulous job. So of course now we've got to take her out, we've got to go and admire her, so we have to have a little cruise up to Wellington to have a look. So just to remind you, this is what Emerald looked like when we was buying her in 2020, and this is the first time we took her out on a cruise, and this is what she looks like now. While we was moored up, I had to keep getting off and admiring the work because yeah, I love it. It looks lovely. The signwriting just sets it all off. So I hope you've enjoyed watching this video, and yeah, we're getting there, aren't we? In the next vlog I'm going to show you what we did to the bow. We always intended to put a bow flash on the front. That's like the band that goes around the front, which you put it a lighter colour so boats can see coming in the opposite direction, because as I've said before, boats don't see us. We like camouflaged, especially on bends, or if you sort of got a bush protruding out, can't say it, sticking out from the side of the like the bank. I've put me off now. Yeah, so we're going to put a bow flash on the front, and we're going to put diamonds on that. So tune in next time to see how that goes. Also, next week we're going to Creek Boat Show. Never been before. Yeah, we're going to go on the Friday. So if you're down there and you see us, say hi, because we love to meet new people. And yeah, there's going to be some other vloggers there, and some of them we know. So we've got friends going down on their boat, so hopefully we might get coffee. Yeah, so yeah, we're thrilled with how it's going with Emerald, and we feel like we're actually getting there with it now. Anyway, you take care and have a good week, and I'll catch you in the next vlog. See you soon. Bye.